Hello, I'm Patrick Wilson with Alton Wilson Publishing, and we are the publishers of Iowa Sportmaster software. In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss the health insurance cash medical support situation where we have unreasonable cost of health insurance. And in the example that I prepared for this tutorial, I showed the non-custodial parent at $22,200 and the custodial parent $60,000. This is our classic notch effect case where the non-custodial parent has a significantly high obligation of child support, and with cash medical you see it's over $400 per month. Now, how do I know that this is a notch effect case? Well, in every case where you prepare your forms, you need to look at the analysis page first. Pull up the analysis page and scroll down through. This gives you a side-by-side comparison of the numbers for both parties. And as I scroll down this page, you're going to see that it actually gives you warnings. It tells you when you are near a notch effect, or that a small change of income would change the child support amount significantly. So this program is telling you that you're in a notch effect case here. So a 1% change for non-custodial will make a significant difference. So let's go ahead and look at the other deductions. Once again, this is a one-child case, and so the program has this nifty little button right here that tells you the numbers for health and cash medical. And if I click on that thing, it pulls it up and shows non-custodial parents' income and what the cost of cash medical support would be. This number, $92.50, that is the ceiling for a reasonable cost of health insurance. So if non-custodial parent can purchase a health insurance policy for the child at $92.50 per month or less, that cost is deemed to be reasonable. If the custodial parent provides health insurance, the reasonable cost would be $250 per month. So you can actually print these out, but we're not going to do it here, but you can actually print these out and have those handy. Now, we know that $92.50 is the reasonable cost. What happens if non-custodial says, you know what, I can get a policy on the child for $110 per month? Well, we know right away that's not going to be reasonable because it's more than $92.50. And of course, the program tells us health insurance entered is beyond a reasonable cost. And what did it do to child support? It reduced child support from $370 per month to $225.69, and it took out the cash medical. So when you add $110 to $225, you have $335 of a total obligation of the non-custodial parent. But keep in mind that the custodial parent on the Form 1 will share a part of the child health insurance obligation. And you'll see right here on page 3, cost of health insurance premium $110. It's added to the total support amount, and it comes out right there. It shows you the total obligation, and then the program takes the percentage of each parent, totals 100%, against this total amount to arrive at each parent's obligation. So this parent's obligation is $780, which is the custodial parent. This parent is $335. But the program then takes out the $110 that this party is paying for the health insurance policy and makes the child support amount $225.69, and then of course the client would be paying the $110 per month. So their total obligation is $330, even though that cost is not reasonable. So if I take this back out, notice it jumps it up over $400 per month. So how high can you go here in the cost of health insurance before you decide that maybe this is a much better deal to do it this way? There's $150 per month, and look what it does to child support. It's still less than what that person would be paying. Now, our problem currently is that insurance carriers are indicating an unwillingness to provide child-only coverage. I'm not sure if you could check with every carrier, but it may behoove the non-custodial parent to acquire a policy, a family policy, and include the child on that. If in this particular case you're at roughly $450 or so total here, So you could probably put in 250 here and maybe still be less than 450. Yeah, 250 is 350, 370, still cheaper, acquiring health insurance, a family health insurance policy, $250 per month would still be cheaper than paying cash med and child support and not carry health insurance. So this is a good example of why you want to check and see whether the party could get health insurance instead of paying cash medical support. I'm not sure why anyone would have a client paying cash medical support if they can acquire a policy of health insurance that would save them some money in the long run. And of course, then the children are covered. So that's the end of this tutorial. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call 888-805-0363. Thank you.